Now, if you look on the back of an old £20 note, it may give you a clue where we are today, because you have Edward Elgar, who was born in a village not far from here. And next to Edward Elgar, look, there's a cathedral, and that's the famous cathedral of Worcester. This is the beautiful setting of the county ground in Worcester, where during the summer months you will frequently hear a quintessential English sound. Leather on willow. Now you may think a cricket bat is made out of a simple piece of willow which has been machine made. Well, think again. Just up the road from here is a workshop where former Worcestershire cricketer Duncan Fernley is going to show me the true art of handcrafting a world-class cricket bat. Duncan started to make cricket bats over 50 years ago in his native Yorkshire to subsidise the income he got from playing cricket. When he retired from playing in 1968, he formed his own company, which has become one of the most recognised names in cricket, supplying bats to world-class players such as Alan Border and Ian Botham. Duncan, it's great to meet you. You're surrounded by wood, just as I expected. They're always made of willow, aren't they?
They are. This is how it all starts. So, if you can imagine, that's the tree. When it's felled to 30 inches long, which is, i.e., that length. And if I can just show you an example of that being like that, the bark is then taken off, and that is one. That will make one cricket bat. So in effect, probably get about 8 bats out of that tree.
Okay, so these are the blades of the bats. You've cut them into sections now.
Yeah.
What are you looking for next?
Well, we get a situation where put a face on the blade then. Now at that stage, you could not play cricket with a blade like that. Now, here we've got the press behind me, which the next process when the blade's got to this stage will be to press it. As you can see that, I'm hardly hitting that, and it's as soft as putty. Now that's as dead as a dodo. You couldn't hit a ball across the room with that.
Okay.
So we'll go to another example now, which I've had for years, just to show anybody who is interested that comes in. We've got the soft piece there, which is like that. As an example then, we press it on the press very slowly, and you can see there how it starts.
Yes.
And you've got a different sound altogether. To me, that's the most important tool in the business, because if it's not pressed properly, it won't play properly.
The amount of pressure applied by the press is critical, as no two pieces of wood are alike, even from the same tree.
That face will never get touched again until the bat's actually finished. And that now, you think about a ball going at 90 miles an hour, that's the sort of pressure and it just marks it.
Yeah.
But
there's a great recoil back as well, isn't there? That's going to hit the ball a long way.
Well, if you do it yourself, you can feel it kick back. You hold the blade and it just kicks back.
Yeah, in both directions.
It does,
yeah.
And mallet and the blade.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the secret of good bat making. Good willow and properly pressed.
The next process involves adding a handle to the blade. And this is made of manal cane and has rubber springs running throughout to absorb the shock of the ball.
So this is the next process by gluing it and then just tapping. Just get it there and then that's glued overnight, and that's ready for working tomorrow morning. So that's one that's been glued yesterday.
Yes, yeah.
We've taken the shoulders out and done the toe. So that's ready for hand finishing now. A top class player will come to the bench at that stage. The secret of a good bat is to leave as much wood in it as you possibly can with the lightest possible pickle. Yeah. But what would suit you wouldn't probably suit me, so you need the player to say that's right.
Yes, yeah. Duncan has done this hand finishing for players such as Viv Richards, Clive Lloyd and Sunil Gavaskar.
So I will take it to that stage on the face, so you've got the mark. And then you can get rid of a lot of material this way, but we won't do it all. We'll just just take the nose down now to whatever the player wants. So, but you'd leave the 8 inches there as big as you can, and leaving as much on the edge as you can with the lightest possible pickup. So you would alter your balance from this area really. You know, some players would want you to bring the middle back a bit. Other players, Graham Pollock, he used to like to leave it very big and bulky at the bottom.
Everyone's got their own little way.
I think that's what makes it interesting for me as a manufacturer.
Well, of course it would actually, yeah. Don't you just love the smell as well of those clean willow shavings?
That, when it's plain, that all the time. My old willow grower used to have a piece in his mouth all day. Like
Sucking it.
And you can actually tie it in a knot, you know, it's so flexible. And the better the quality, obviously, the better you can do it. So we get that shape then, and then we get to the stage where the bat's then going to be sanded and finished. There we've got it ready to go into the shop. Yeah.
That is incredible. That is the story of the cricket bat, believe it or not.